Do you find that you doubt yourself, your decisions, strategies, or perhaps the way you're being in business? A lot of business owners and leaders think they're the only ones struggling with this, but that's actually not true. There are many myths and misconceptions about self-doubt that people believe that are holding them back and stopping them from achieving their full potential. So today I'm going to break down those myths. So if you're feeling doubtful about your business or leadership skills, stick around because you're going to find the answers here. Hi, I'm Leanne Bridges, success coach, and self-doubt made my life hard work for years. I battled my way up the corporate ladder in spite of self-doubt and made my long sought after position as HR director for an international business. I thought self-doubt would stop when I reached the peak of my career, but it didn't. Back then, I didn't appreciate how I was regularly sabotaging myself and making life hard work. I just thought I had to cope better, try harder, work harder, but that wasn't the case at all. I found the answer to what had been causing it and I learned how to eliminate it. It's now my mission to share what I learned so other people don't need to continue living with this constant struggle and can create the life and the success that they desire with ease. So today I'm sharing 5 common myths about self-doubt to help you if self-doubt is holding you back and making your life harder work than it needs to be. So myth number 1, self-doubt is a sign of weakness. Self-doubt is often seen as a negative trait that's associated with weakness or insecurity, but self-doubt is merely a negative thinking pattern. It's born out of life experiences and what we've come to believe about ourselves right from when we were a child to now. And this shapes our thoughts and we create these automatic ways of thinking and behaving as a result of this. So self-doubt is really just a patterned way of thinking, not a weakness. In fact, some of the most successful people in the world have struggled with self-doubt at one time or another. It's a strength to recognise that you're struggling with this and then to do something about it rather than silently suffering. Myth number 2, women have more self-doubt than men. It might surprise you to learn that more than 50% of the clients I work with on self-doubt are men. In some months it could be up to 80 or 90% of my clients are men. The truth is, self-doubt isn't gender specific. The problem with this particular myth is that in society, self-doubt or lower confidence is associated with women, and this can mean that men have a more difficult time accepting that they might have some self-doubt or confidence concerns that they'd really like to address, and so find themselves battling on when in fact they didn't need to, because actually all this is, when you break it down, is programmed thought patterns that need to change. Self-doubt and confidence are all formed on things we pick up early in life, as I said, most from childhood, and they don't actually make logical sense. Most of my clients find themselves at some point or another in our coaching saying, well, that's not logical, or I know that's not logical. And it's not. It's a mindset and an emotional regulation thing. The thing is, these thoughts and feelings around doubt go from childhood throughout our whole life, perhaps with fluctuations now and then. But these feelings and thoughts around self-doubt, they continue to run until you reprogram them. So let me share some examples to bring this to life. You might think things like some of the things that you say sound silly in certain situations, or you might question if you're articulating something as well as another person might. You might wonder if you should ask a question as you really should know the answer, or you might question if you're as good a leader as you could be. And after the event, find yourself replaying and ruminating on situations. These things really stem from a belief around not being good enough, capable enough, smart enough, or something like this. The key is getting to understand what drives your thoughts and behaviours and then changing it so that you are free of it and can move forward decisively and boldly in both business and in life. Myth number 3, self-doubt is a permanent state. Self-doubt is not a permanent state, and it is possible to overcome it. With the right strategies and mindset, anyone can learn how to do this so that it stops holding you in these patterns of indecision or perfectionism or comparisonitis or procrastination, so that you're free to take the action you need to really move forward at pace in your life whilst feeling a deep sense of inner peace. Myth number 4, self-doubt is the same as low self-esteem. Self-doubt and low self-esteem are not the same things. It's possible to have high self-esteem and still experience self-doubt, and vice versa. If you've high self-esteem, you might know you have the knowledge and experience to succeed, but there may still be these nagging doubts that you can or won't succeed. And if you don't address self-doubt over time, it will erode your self-esteem and you'll view yourself with more negativity. Myth number 5, only less successful or less talented people experience self-doubt. Self-doubt is not reserved for people who are less talented or successful. In fact, some of the most talented and successful people in the world have struggled with self-doubt at one time or another. Self-doubt can affect anyone, regardless of their abilities or their accomplishments. I'm helping business owners and leaders with this all the time, and they can be the owners of multi-million-pound businesses. You'd never know that they felt this way, and they've felt that way for years. You see, we always think that when we achieve the next success, the next level, the next something, that we'll feel different. People say that to me all the time, and unfortunately it just doesn't happen because the underlying reason, the underlying belief you have about yourself is programmed into your thinking. And so what I see happen is that people achieve the next thing, whatever that is for them, and then they'll feel fine for a while, a week or two, maybe longer. But then, as soon as something happens that causes them to question themselves, they end up back in this pattern. So until you break the pattern, it's so hard to stop it because it doesn't disappear. If you're experiencing too much self-doubt and you want to move on from this and you're ready to put this away for good, then watch my free masterclass. In this masterclass, I share my proven 5-step framework to end negative thinking, overthinking, and procrastination. You'll find out why, even though at times you know what to do, you don't do it. Why habits like procrastinating and worrying and overthinking are holding you back, and the science-based method to break out of this. And you find out how you're limiting yourself and your success without even realising it. This one surprises so many people. You'll learn how to reprogram your thoughts and up-level your results like never before. So what are you waiting for? Access it now at www.free-mindset.training and discover how to truly believe in yourself so you go for and get the results that you deserve in both business and in life.